accused lawyers have been in court and they informed court that they have been instructed to withdraw from court. The accused lawyers, on their own volition, chose to leave court without being ordered to move out of court. The accused also informed court that he's giving his lawyers instructions to go and take the necessary steps for his personal liberty. I find that the accused in this case has waived his constitutional right to legal representation in these proceedings, and this court cannot be faulted for this. The committal proceedings should proceed as they are legal and proper. The prayer for an adjournment is denied. The accused A1 can also not seek a constitutional reference where he has chosen to waive the right to legal representation. We proceed with the committal proceedings.
Your Worship? Yes, Your Worship, we have punched court with a copy of
Your Worship, whether I have waived or not waived my rights is a matter that I want to be determined, whether by assigning lawyers a certain duty that is more urgent than another tantamounts to waiving my right under the Constitution to feel represented. Our rights, all of us, to feel represented, is a matter that I think this court should give me the opportunity to exploit under Article 137 of the Constitution.
Our court has made its decision on the constitutional reference. Please proceed with the committee proceedings.
But the court has no...
Colonel, let's court proceed. Your lawyers can seek legal redress.
They are my lawyers. I'm here myself.
You will inform them and they can seek legal redress. Please proceed.
Yes, Your Worship, we have punched court with a copy of the indictment and summary of the case, dated 29th of May 2025. We ask the court, Your Worship, to have the guy's name and summary read to the accused persons, and then have them committed to the High Court thereafter.
Read for them the indictment and summary of the case.
Since standing out to another kangaroo court, I think you people should just...
Can we have order in court?
Order, please.
Can we have order in court? Can we have order in court? Can we have order in court? Proceed with the committee proceedings.
The moment for what? These courts are being very joke. It's not working.
Dr. Kizza Besigye, Haji Rutale and Captain Dennis Oral, another three at large. Please come to our. This is the summary. That the Director of Public Prosecution shall, at the trial, adduce evidence to prove the following facts. 1. That Colonel, retired Dr. Besigye, A1, is a retired Ugandan People's Defense Forces, that is UPDF, officer having served the army in various senior positions previously, that you also a found member of the Forum of Democratic Change, FDC, a political party having served as its president for several years. You also a former multiple presidential candidate in Uganda. 2, that Dr. Besigye, you have been fiercely opposed to the current national resistance movement government over time. You have openly expressed your desire to change the leadership of the country through violent means such as the infamous walk-to-work, political protests, and defiance campaign. 3, that you had Abedul Tale, Etu. You are a member of the People Front for Freedom, which is a breakaway group from FDC and commonly known as the FDC Katonga Group. At the time of arrest, you were a personal assistant to Dr. Besigye. That you, Captain Dennis Olal, A3, you are UPDF officer attached to the Amale Brigade. 5, that Andrew Wilson, herein referred to as AW, is a proprietor of a private security company that deals in various security-related services, including the sale of arms, investigations, and tactical training on firearms, among others, since 2003. 6, that sometime in the year 2021, AW was contacted by Mr. Joel Wakaima, herein after referred to as JW, a Ugandan citizen who was based in Switzerland. JW informed AW that he needed the company to provide firearms, weapons, and training to some Ugandans, both domestic and in the diaspora, to overturn the government of Uganda by force of arms. JW requested AW to execute the work for him. 7, that upon listening to the details of the request of JW, AW realized that it was criminal and decided to search for Ugandans authorities to report the matter. AW was provided with the contacts of the commander of the Ugandan contingent of AMISON, and senior UPDF officer who at the time was based in Somalia. AW narrated to the UPDF officer that JW was planning to do and inquired that to do, full stop, the UPDF officer requested AW to become a government spy and to continue engaging JW in order to establish the details of the plot to overturn the government of Uganda, which AW accepted. AW was introduced to intelligence officer at Chieftaincy of Military Intelligence, CMI, under whose supervision he continued to work and to whom he regularly reported his activities. 8, that AW then continued to engage JW over the next 2 years until 2023, when JW introduced AW to Salam Musumba. AW had a conversation with Salam Musumba by Zoom call, and proceedings at this meeting were recorded by AW. During this meeting, Salam Musumba requested for the training of their people in covert communications and intelligence gathering techniques for purpose of spying on the government. 9, that Salam Musumba subsequently requested for a meeting with AW in Brussels, Belgium, where she invited many other people to attend, including Road Mayor of Kampala, Elias Lukwago. Honorable Salam Musumba, Honorable Ssemujju, Nganda, Rebecca Mukaku, and accepted to join the plot to overthrow the government.
There's another person.
Mukaku and Charles Rwomushana. In the discussion at this meeting, AW accepted to join the plot to overturn the government and agreed to be their security and military advisor. The discussions at this meeting were recorded by AW, and the recording shall be relied upon at the trial. 10, that upon building sufficient trust in AW, Salam Musumba requested JW to introduce AW to A1, that's Dr. Besigye. This was done, and the two, AW and JW, had an online discussion with Dr. Besigye about the grand plot to overturn the government of Uganda by force of arms. This culminated into the first physical meeting between Dr. Besigye and the AW on 29th day of October 2020 at Geneva, Switzerland. 11. That the first physical meeting was held in Geneva, Switzerland on 29th day of October 2023 and was attended by AJ, Dr. Besigye, Frank AW, Dr. Besigye, that is A1, Frank Kihenere at Kunda, and JW. At this meeting, the group discussed the plot to overturn the government of Uganda by force of arms. A1, that's Dr. Besigye, requested for military assistance from AW to destabilize Uganda. A1 also requested the AW to train some of his that is Dr. Besigye allies in covert intelligence and paramilitary tactics, which request AW accepted. A1 further requested for counterfeit Ugandan syringe with intent to sink into the economy of Uganda through his collaborators who is stated to be officials in Bank of Uganda as a means of raising finance for Dr. Besigye's objectives and also destabilize the economy. In the same meeting, Dr. Besigye, JW, and Franca requested for reaching poison to poison targeted government officials. 12. That further, in the same meeting, Dr. Besigye provided AW with a list of government security installations and military facilities like Simba Barracks in Mbarara, 2nd Division, Makenke Barracks, Bugembe Barracks, Bihango Military School, Kachoma Mountain Brigade, Kabalole Gaddafi Military Barracks, in Magamaga, Mayuge District, Marine Division Luzira, Air Force Academy, Nakasongola Engineering College Lugazi, Nakasongola Engineering College Lugazi, Junior Staff College, Rachimaka, Singo Karugutu Training School, Ntoloko Military Intelligence and Security School in Nakasongola District. Makinde Military Barracks, Police School, Bwebaja, and Oliver Tambo, Kaweweta, among others, as targets for attacks that, after agreeing to conduct a training in Kisumu, Kenya, Franka Kihekere at Kunda traveled to Uganda with Dr. Besigye to organize their intended group of people for training. The proceedings of the above meetings were recorded using a covert camera by AW, and the same will be relied upon during the trial. 13. That Dr. Besigye and AW created a strong communication, strong relationship through the social media, including WhatsApp. Dr. Besigye provided AW with his Swiss contact line number plus 41 77 81 38 990, through which he frequently communicated with AW on mobile line number plus 19 54 39 40 14 1. WhatsApp. During the period from their first meeting on the 29th of October 2023 up to 16th November 2024, Dr. Besigye and AW had numerous conversations and exchanged numerous social media messages, wherein Dr. Besigye discussed with AW details of his intentions and the plot to overturn the government of Uganda by force of arms. Full stop. A forensic extract of the record of their conversation shall be relied upon during the trial. 14. That in about October 2023, A3 was recruited by JW into joining the conspiracy and the plot to overturn the government of Uganda by force of arms. A3 accepted and exchanged various utterances on the WhatsApp social media platform with JW using his phone, where he expressed his support, desire, and intention to overturn the government of Uganda by force of arms. 15. That Dr. Besigye attended another meeting on the 24th of January 2024 in Geneva, Switzerland, which was also attended by AW and JW. At this meeting, Dr. Besigye assured the AW that he was committed to facilitate the training of his people to overturn the government of Uganda by force of arms. Full stop. In this meeting, Dr. Besigye and JW further requested AW to assassinate the president of Uganda using a drone strike. Dr. Besigye undertook to provide AW with the president's movement routine and vulnerable points to facilitate his assassination. In exchange for AW's assistance, Dr. Besigye and JW undertook to grant the Kurdish government company access, government company access to Ugandan banking sector, to launder money, permit the use of Uganda's airfields for trafficking illicit goods, including drugs, use Uganda as a safe haven for Kurdish fugitives and general permit. The use of Uganda for illicit activities once the plot to overturn the government was successful. 16. That on 14th June 2024, Dr. Besigye attended a meeting with the AW and JW in Geneva, Switzerland. In this meeting, the participants further discussed the plot to overturn the government of Uganda by force of arms. Dr. Besigye requested the AW to arrange for the training of selected groups of people like-minded conspirators from Uganda in Kisumu, Kenya, in intelligence and gathering surveillance operations, espionage techniques, and use of drones to be used in overturning the government of Uganda. In the same meeting, Dr. Besigye and JW repeated their request for AW to supply them with counterfeit Ugandan currency, drones, weapons, and grenades, which they named pineapples, in quotes. Dr. Besigye provided the AW with air stripes, coordinates, 2 17 30 35 inch N 32 apostrophe 1 34 E6G JH72VH plus 2P 72VF plus 2P, length of stripe 1900 m, 6,233 feet, altitude 5,266 feet, 1,605 meters, M. MSC, this is a bracket, aerodrome D, Manek, bracket, close bracket, in DRC for airdropping of weapons. Dr. Besigye further informed the meeting that he intended to use part of the Zambia territory for training and logistics. At the same meeting, AW gave Dr. Besigye $5,000 to facilitate the movement of the selected Ugandan trainees from Uganda to Kisumu, Kenya for training. 17, that in the same meeting, Dr. Besigye introduced two AW2 individuals to wit Simon Lutalondwa and Makoha Samuel as his liaison officers for the planned training in Kisumu, Kenya, as well as additional persons of contacts in case of Dr. Besigye and Haji Lutale were unavailable, that the recording of the meeting of the 24th July 2024 will be tendered and relied upon during the trial. 18, that during the month of July 2024, the AW traveled to...
That is the technical error. It's supposed to be 14th of June.
That during the June 2024...
We have to change it to put it right. It's supposed to be...
18, check 18. And now, back on 17, it's supposed to be as clear as the Chief Sergeant that instead of 24th July 2024, it's supposed to be 14th June 2024. Now we go back to 18. That during the month of July 2024, AW traveled from Athens, Greece, to Kisumu, Kenya, to train the selected group of over 30 Ugandans who had traveled from Uganda and were congregated at Ukweli Pastoral Center, where he met Samuel Makoha in order to avoid law enforcement detection and to conceal the true nature of their mission. The 36 individuals traveled and crossed the border separately and did not travel as a group in accordance with previous agreements with Dr. Besigye and the AW had traveled to facilitate the training of the group, and he was expected to deliver counterfeit Ugandan currency and grenades, which the two parties commonly refer to as pineapples in black, as previously requested by Dr. Besigye and the JW during their meeting in Geneva. 19. However, before the above training could take place, the group of 36, which included Simon Lutalondwa and Samuel Makoha, were arrested by Kenyan authorities before the training could take off and later deported to Uganda. That Dr. Besigye, who had also traveled to Kenya for purpose of attending the same training, disappeared upon receipt of the news of arrest of his accomplice.